got this money. She didn't know that Taylor was going to need this money coming up for this upcoming holiday. And if she didn't acquire the money, Taylor would have to report the money as stolen. Actually, they would have to face those charges.
Why even Cooper? Taylor signed the money over to you, put into your account. Could have just been like, hate it for you, sorry. Should have signed it over to me, like, why go this far? As smart and savvy and as well in tune to people's motives as Taylor was. Actually, just other moves that Taylor
That boy play with his shit untucked.
didn't see. Or in the end, wish that she did. Taylor was a very trusting person. She made friends, and I think she was a bit hurt, so I don't think you have to imagine she would
Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL, once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Head coach Kevin Stefanski. Here are your Atlanta Falcons.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway from Atlanta. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
Remember when he was an absolute all-pro in this league, trying to return to that form. Has now played a full season since 2020, only 5 touchdowns in 7 games played last season. He expects to get back to the top of the mountain this year with the Browns.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Over the middle, he finds Boston. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff.
Hold on, they got a Tula starting, bro. Oh. Hell to the nine, bro. They tripped out with that.
But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to
Right.
jump.
A
Penix.
boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's first and 5. And looking to throw Penix. And finally down he goes. As they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet he had a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now Penix. And they're going to get him. They bring him down the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Off play action, here's Penix. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's third and goal now. Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. On the move to his right. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw, Watson. To the right side and caught by Boston. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. Route running savvy and toughness. There's a premium for all of that now.
Here's Watson. That'll be complete to Sampson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The defense was ready for the back to look out and even had a second player waiting to double the back. If you're going to commit to double the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes on the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Late at the 40. Here's Watson, sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Watson. This is Boston. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
To throw is Watson. Over the middle, the fan and the tight end. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
When a defense blitzes like that, they're trying to cause chaos, but the quarterback, he was as calm as could be. He saw the blitz and got out of his hand quickly to pick up the first.
Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Watson now to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Watson looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They had a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And no move to get the offense gets off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Out to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Williams on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll throw with Penix. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
To the air, Penix rolling to it, and the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Carson Schlesinger in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Penix. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. After the interception, here's Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He'll buy some time right. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Andre Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Really spun in that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 37 yards.
And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Faking the give, now Watson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think,
they're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Now Penix. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position. And only one play to score it. Folk out there now to kick this one off. Escapes the defender. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Watson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So out come the Falcons now. They really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments, looking better in the second half. But sometimes do we overanalyze? Is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan?
I think the latter, and I love how you brought that up, because we always want to credit, oh, they adjusted here and they made this change there. Sometimes it's just executing what they worked on in practice all week much better. In this case, I think it's a combination. They found a different part of their playbook, and it's working really well for them.
Working extremely well at this point.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Complete. It's Dotson.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hit 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. We'll be hitting 3 in a row because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's another Falcons.
And now they'll audible to something else.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Penix working out of the gun here.
Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Penix. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown! Michael Penix taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now. Folk out there now to kick this one off. For the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Off of play action, it's Watson. Dancing under pressure again, and down he goes again. James Pierce picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Watson now to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. And
fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in
Shut your boo-boo ass up.
took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
You still boo-boo from the last match.
Take over once more.
You don't even deserve to be on this brand new shit, boy. You need not to buy this shit. Don't buy this shit.
And now an audible here into something
Don't buy this shit, whatever you do.
A play fake.
It will be a waste of money for you. For just for you.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stares the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one out.
You got me, golly. Well, girl, that girl don't stop.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
It's cool. But you can.
Robinson Jr. taking it in for 11 yards out. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field positions. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Folk out there now to kick this one off.
What you about to, cause you about to get up out of here. What you complaining about?
And he'll take it past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns on offense and their quarterback Deshaun Watson set to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making them look everything. Nice passes intercepted time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. It's been a fantastic game for this defense. Has been rough for this offense. And certainly his signal caller Charles has thrown all these interceptions. Another one there. This one taken all the way back for the score.
They're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rhythm interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Full connects on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29.
Put that nigga in the body bag. Put that nigga in the body bag and send him on his way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick.
Wrap it up, baby. Bring it home. Bring it home.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position.
Don't make that nigga start going off on me. Yo, jinx me.
At the last minute.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It gets darn near impossible.
Just for you. This ass whooping. This ass whooping was sitting with a phone on that bitch and a piece of shit.
At their 35-yard line. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Over the middle.
See?
Catch.
He doing some shit.
Drive a success. 19 yards. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it.
Wait for her players.
Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. From the midfield strike,
That was great.
there's a short
What the fuck? That's not me.
good for another first down as the tackle's made.
That's Michael Williams doing that sick.
Gain of 15. And the Browns first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth
My
quarter.
foot is
Play
on
has
the
been a
gas.
one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Watson. Right back to Fannin. He's got another one. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling the ball almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Rhodes. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Falcons first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Jeff Burris. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw Penix. And this throw is complete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw with Penix. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The CD there on bid, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until it stops.
And he's going to be intercepted.
That boy came out with that bitch.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here just shy of 30.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score, you might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point.
Ain't
Get a
going to be
touchdown,
high.
give yourself some positive momentum reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He said she's gonna do it hard.
It's to his running back, Quinshon
You do
Judkins.
some.
So 5
Now I got
yards
to
here,
do some
5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Just say hell nah.
Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
That's 76. Yeah.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little